Hello and welcome back, everyone.
Hi. We're gonna go after some bandits. Wow.
Yes.
They ran away.
They did.
So rude. Oh, hold it right there, you!
You're not getting past us.
You guys are back for more after taking a righteous beating like that?
Now that's what I call tough.
If you don't want to move, then we're just going to force our way through. Alright.
I already thought like we should maybe
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Oh my god, I'm missing the word.
Describe
tie them
it?
up. Tie them up.
Tie them up, yeah, true.
That was the word I was
Yeah.
looking for.
We should really have tied them up, that's true.
Yeah. I
It's
really
very
was like,
unsafe what we did there.
yeah, I really was like, does this make sense to just have them lying there? Like, shouldn't we maybe try to? We're doing the same. Like, okay. We didn't learn.
I mean, you know. Ooh.
I mean, this time we don't have the time actually to do it, yes. But I should have done it last time.
That's true. This way. Get beat up just because I can.
Yes.
Enjoy the show.
Don't think you're going up any further.
Take the hostages and go!
So you're back for more, huh? When will you learn?
What are you trying to do? Buy time for your leaders to escape?
They've done a lot for us over the years.
Now it's time to return the favor.
Aww. It's kind of cute how they're, you know, they
Holding
seem
together.
like they seem to have been nice people.
Yeah,
Once.
like, I mean, Don's eyes went back to normal. So, and he doesn't seem to be like that bad of a guy now that he is not having red devil eyes anymore.
Yeah. It's true. He seems to be a nice man now.
Yeah, he was like, what? We wouldn't kidnap, hijack an airliner? What are you talking about?
We would never do that. We're good people.
Yeah, like,
In fact, you are not. Yeah, move over here just to irritate. And Joshua, keep yourself alive.
poison is pretty bad.
What is pretty bad?
Poison.
Yeah. Not sure if it runs out at some point. I mean, once the battle is over, it does, but
Yeah, but before...
I wonder if during the battle.
I mean, Estelle was poisoned and it stopped for her. I don't know what happened to her. It stopped.
There we go. Wish we could heal up before facing them again.
Yeah, but no.
Olivier! No.
The conga line is always like... bad idea.
Indeed.
Always makes you run into things.
Crap, it looks like we've got company.
Don't think you're going to walk out of here the same way you came in. All we need to do is buy some time for Don, Kyle, and Josette to escape.
Trying to shield your masters to the bitter end, huh? Though it's a ridiculous thing to do, your spirit is admirable. Then I wonder if beating them into the ground might be a way to honor the sacrifice. Let's take them down. Oh yes, let's.
Hmm?
Oh yes, actually. That's very
Oh, he
useful.
does so much damage.
Mm.
Nice.
It's weird to see him do so much damage with like his I want to say it's probably a physical attack. I'm not sure if that's like physical or arts damage. But it's weird to see him do so much damage because in the later games he really doesn't, at least not physically anymore.
Yeah, not
like magically
not with
he
his
is,
guns. Not with his guns.
Yeah, not with his guns. But like magically he's on top of his game.
Yeah.
But like physically, he's not as strong as he is in this game, so I'm quite enjoying this. Up. Oh, there we go. Oh. Haha. Huh?
What's this?
Got caught. How'd the army find out about this place? That liar. Things weren't supposed to go down like this.
Hey, get your dirty mitts off of me. Hey, what's going on here? So, those are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits? I'm surprised there's such a young woman or two.
How about you shut your yap and start taking some good pictures? What are the chances of getting another scoop like this? So how about it, Niall? Is this enough to help you write a decent article? You bet it is. I'm really grateful that you took us along. Oh, and would you mind if we took a picture of you while we're at it? What do you think, General Morgan? Do as you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. In all honesty, this is truly something to boast about. No, this was just the result of the accuracy of the Intelligence Division's analysis. And thanks to the cooperation of those of you standing over there. What?
What are you guys... I mean, how the heck? What's going on exactly?
It's you kids again.
Hey, look, it's Estelle Joshua.
Braces? Why are you here?
Just for the record, I'll tell you. We infiltrated this place one step ahead of you. Again. And the entire hideout has been subdued.
We chased the fleeing Skyband leaders up this way. But I never would have guessed that the Royal Army's patrol ships would be waiting.
Once again you've overstepped your bounds.
With all due respect, General, it was because of them that our military strike saw this level of success. Therefore, shouldn't we in turn recognize their achievements?
Do as you wish. I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return through the ship and see what information I can get out of the Sky Bandits.
Very well, General.
I hate
Richard is so
braces.
nice.
Braces suck. How dare they do our job better than we do?
That old man's as stubborn as ever.
He's not a bad person. He just lacks a little flexibility. That aside, where are the other Sky Bandits and the hostages?
The other lackeys should be just lying all over the place unconscious.
And as for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in. I see. You've done this nation a great service. Please leave the transportation of the hostages and cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Amalthea.
Yes, Colonel.
Wait for me, Colonel! I'd really like to interview you kids, but this time the Colonel is top priority. But if we have another opportunity, I'd appreciate doing one on you, too.
See you later, Estelle Joshua.
My. You had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen just like that.
You got that right. Don't let it bother you, Estelle. The Bracer's role has always been that of the unsung hero. So there's no real reason for us to stand out.
That sounds about right, yeah. Dad always made a point of staying in the background too.
Really? I never noticed. Where is Dad?
I guess it's the one problem we still got to figure out. Where's Dad now? What is he doing? And why hasn't he tried to contact us?
It looks like there's nothing else left for us to do here. In the meantime, let's get back to Bose and report what happened with the incident. We'll try and figure out what to do about your dad after that. I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears that my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring closure to this incident. Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory. So I don't know if we could exactly say that we solved the case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been there, I don't know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed into a corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may very well have harmed the hostages.
Agreed. Everything worked out because you infiltrated the hideout and took them out ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done.
You really think so? It's true that the hostages were freed and the Sky Bandits arrested, but it's a bit vexing to know that there are still some unanswered questions left.
The man who appeared at the Valeria Lake shore and the mystifying attitude of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I think we should consider that there's a lot behind this incident that we don't know about. Well, I guess we'll have to leave that part up to the Royal Army to figure out. With all the culprits being detained by them, there's really not much left we can do.
Anyway, we should just be glad that all the hostages came back safe. Thanks to the news about the arrest of the Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal here in town. As a token of my thanks, I've added a bit of a bonus to your reward. Really? Are you okay with that? Of course I am. I own the city. I have so much money. I sleep on a bed of mirror. I'd like to thank you too, Olivier.
I just hope that my work was worth the price of that Grand Chardonnay.
Yes, in fact there was change to spare. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if anything else comes up, I'd greatly appreciate your help again.
Good day.
Wow, nice that someone appreciates us.
I'm sure that if the incident had gone on any longer, it would have caused much more confusion. It's probably only natural that the mayor is as happy as she is.
Now I'm starting to feel all giddy inside. I don't think a bracer could be any more happy than knowing her work helped out a bunch of other people.
If you say so. But I think it's safe to say that you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time.
You think so?
At any rate, please accept your assessment and pay for clearing up the incident.
Yes.
Yeah.
6th class. Fifth class, yes.
Here's the pay the mayor was talking about. It's a very, very nice sum. And this is from me.
Isn't this a recommendation from the Bose branch?
Is it alright to give this to us so soon? Of course. It would be downright rude if of me not to recommend you after resolving such a big incident. Please accept it.
Thank you, Legrand.
We'll work hard so that we don't bring any embarrassment on this recommendation.
Great work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if you heard the news.
Sure.
You're probably right. I wonder what on earth Cathy would be doing right now. not contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter.
Yeah, it's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone.
Excuse me, please?
Aren't you that receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter?
You see, we recovered some of the cargo stolen by the Sky Bandits. And among some of the pieces were a number of parcels addressed to the Bracer Guild. So I'm here to deliver one of them today.
I appreciate you doing that. But wait a minute. Why is there something addressed to this branch when the airliner left Bose to begin with?
It's actually addressed to the Roland branch. But aren't Cassius Bride's family members here?
What?
That's us, but...
Oh, perfect. We contacted the Roland branch and they said you had come here. There you are. There's the parcel. Esther was given both the letter and the parcel.
This letter? Yep, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I at the Roland branch.
It seems as if he scribbled it out before he got off the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all.
Oh. Well, that's good to hear. So that parcel is from your dad, too? No, this one looks like it was sent to my dad by someone else. Huh? That's odd.
Yeah, the sender hasn't written their name anywhere.
Okay, my business here is done, so I'll be on my way. Oh, and one other thing. Good job in helping arrest those Sky Bandits. Your bracers sure do excellent work.
And to think that a clue about your father would be mixed in with the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read this letter if you'd like.
Thanks, Legrand.
Well then, let's have a look at the contents, shall we?
Do you mind telling me what you're still doing here?
It's just plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to its departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind, so I'd never be able to sleep at night.
And you're telling me this because...
You asked, Estelle. Oh, how heartless and cruel can you be to a companion who has traveled alongside you? And just who is it you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' hideout, I wonder?
Alright already.
You can be a rather obnoxious fellow, I hope you know.
I guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the content, we may have to ask you to leave, okay?
Of course I understand.
Alright, let's see what he has to say.
Estelle started by cutting the letter seal.
Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you're probably about finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step by step. I'm sure there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step at a time. I know you both can succeed. Anyway, it turns out that I've had a little trouble with my own work. And unfortunately, it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry that things turned out like they did, but you should be grown up enough not to be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave it up to the both of you to decide how you want to live. You're free to continue working in Roland. Or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your life, so make sure not to waste it. Please give my regards to Sherazade and Aina. Cassius Bright.
That seems like the type of letter your father would write.
It touches lightly on things, but it's full of consideration toward the both of you. Yeah.
It looks that way.
The Queen's birthday celebration, is it? From what I've heard, that's still a ways off.
Yep, that's about 2 or 3 months away. Which means this would be the perfect time to take a small trip. I really wonder where your father is and what he's up to.
Forget about that, and let's focus on what's in the package. With an unknown sender, there's bound to be something interesting inside.
To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself. But we shouldn't be opening things addressed to my dad.
Why don't you think of it this way? It was a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time your father disappeared. The two might be related, you know.
That's true.
Olivier, don't coax Estelle into something to satisfy your own curiosity.
Actually, though, Olivier does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into.
Okay, let's check it out.
Estelle opened the parcel from an unknown sender. Inside was a shiny, black hemispherical device. Also enclosed was a single memo with the item.
What's this supposed to be?
It's an ointment, although I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see what the memo says.
I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find an opportunity. K.
That's it?
Yep, it looks like the sender didn't write anything else. Shara, do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be?
I hate to say this, but I don't have a clue for either. Your father's pretty well known, so there's a possibility these people could be foreigners too.
If this is the only thing we've got to go on, then honestly I'm about ready to throw in the towel. What the heck is this black ointment anyway?
From the shape alone, it doesn't look like anything intended for general use, although it feels a little similar to a battle ointment. Even so, it's still quite different. A normal battle ointment has slots in which to install quartz, but this one has none. Maybe this one is an artifact.
An artifact?
Precisely. An artifact is an ointment created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are the models for all ointments produced today. They're still occasionally discovered in ruins, and for the most part, the Septian Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak. But this one doesn't appear to be that old. It looks to me like it was made recently. You're right about that. However, this one almost seems like a black market item.
Jeez, now look at what's happened because of my good-for-nothing dad. Doesn't he know that we're all worried about him?
Estelle?
Now he's getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender. What in the world has my dad gotten himself into this time?
Estelle.
You know, Estelle, I've been thinking. How about we continue our journey?
Huh? Joshua?
That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, "Or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer."
Yeah, he did say that, but...
We've already managed to get recommendations from Roland and Bose, right? All that's left are Ruan, Zeiss, and Grancel. Only those three. If we do jobs as we travel around to these other regions, we just might hear something about where Dad is or what he's doing. I think we're just worrying ourselves for nothing, considering Dad's skill. And there's also a possibility that he may have even traveled abroad. But I think getting off our own duffs is a lot better than just sitting around and waiting. And we just might be able to find this Professor R too.
Joshua.
What?
You're a genius!
Estelle? What are you talking about?
This is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or maybe even 10. Sometimes I hate you for being so smart.
So, should I consider that a yes?
Oh, is it ever? Yes, yes, triple yes. Training to be senior bracers as we travel around the bell? And exposing what that no-good middle-aged man has been doing in the process?
I think you're somehow missing the point.
It looks like she's back to her old self. I guess it's settled then. Well, take care. I'm going to head back to Roland now. That said, I'm still a little worried about you two. Are you sure you don't want me to come along?
Give it a rest, Shara. We'll be fine. The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. It wouldn't be training anymore if you came with us.
And if you didn't go back, the Roland branch would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us. We'll figure out a way to get things done.
Well, if you insist. It's pretty rare for someone your age to be aiming for senior bracer status, so don't overdo it. And if you run into any trouble, contact the Roland branch, you got it? I'll come running no matter where you are.
Sure. Thanks, Shara. And the same goes for you. Don't get yourself too liquored up. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Alright. I'll watch the number of drinks. Never fear, dear children. You can count on me to protect fair Shara.
And why are you headed to Roland? Not to mention with Shara.
That's because I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes here in Bose. And I thought it was about time I turned my attentions towards another region. As for Roland's cuisine, I've heard the produce is just to die for, so that's what I'm looking forward to next. That's pretty much it. He says he wants me to introduce him to a nice restaurant and some lovely vegetables or some such nonsense. Since he's so persistent, I only agreed to him coming along under the condition that he go drinking with me at the bar.
We'll never see him alive again.
Olivier, I really hope you understand what you've promised her.
I could die for the likes of fine women and food. Part of me longs to be by your side as you continue your journey, Joshua. But after many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany fair Sherazade instead.
I think I'll be better off with you a safe distance away from me.
Well, have fun, but I'm warning you. Don't you dare make any trouble in Roland, you hear me? And here's another piece of advice. When Shara's at the bar, watch out. That's when the gloves come off. I'm seriously not joking when I say you should beware.
How dare you speak about your mentor like that, Estelle? And besides, Aina's coming along too.
Yeah, and she's even worse than you.
The gloves come off, huh? Is that, perchance, what you and Estelle were talking about before?
Yes, Estelle said it best tough, though it was nice knowing you.
Yes, it was a pleasure.
Yeah, you should be fearing for your life.
Yep.
The Roland-bound airliner will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Well, Ollie boy, it looks like it's time for us to leave. Come on now, we better hurry and get on. Shara, wait! Can't we talk this over? I'd really appreciate it if I just had a little more time to think things through. Surely you're not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny. Being dragged onto the ship.
See you later, Shara. Give her regards to everyone in Roland.
Have a wonderful trip, you two.
Ah, poor Olivier. That's
Yep.
it for him.
His liver's going to kill him.
Yep.
That's the end of the chapter.
Yay! Chapter 1 end. And I think we're also almost at like the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, we're almost
around.
there, so perfect timing.
Perfect timing, wow.
Yeah, so we can... Don't press any button.
I won't. I won't just continue.
Yeah, I guess we see you next time.
Yeah. And let's find out what else is in store for everyone. Haha.
Exactly.
But yes.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone. Goodbye. Till next time.
Bye.